Simple answer, culture. Okay. I believe in any company. I think the number one factor of choosing any company is the culture and the social aspect of the actual company. A company that offers personal development and personal growth I believe, is the most important quality of a company, and that's what we strive by, and that's why you should choose Sydney Island.
So a new grad would choose Goulburn Physiotherapy Centre if they're interested in private practice that has a diverse clinical caseload. So we don't just see spinal and peripheral joints. We have women's health, lymphedema, incontinence, men's and women's incontinence. We have a broad range of musculoskeletal, so acute, sporting, work-related. So it's the clinical caseload diversity. We have a really well-structured mentoring program for new grads, and we've put through 4 new graduates in the last 5 years. And the mentoring program offers clinical case reviews, a sliding scale of appointment times, so starting off with your 1 hours, initials and standards for about 3 months. We have monthly staffing services and paid professional development. So it's a really comprehensive program that not only introduces a new graduate to private practice, but also a member of a valued team as well. Yeah. And Goulburn's quite centrally located. Yes, we're under 2 hours from Sydney, 3.5 hours to the snow, just under 2 hours to the coast. The cost of living there is really reasonable, and you can get up at 8:30 if you start work at 9. Very little travel. Yeah.
We value the opportunity to take in new graduates and to do a good job in that space. And for us, doing a good job means providing good mentorship and good leadership in our practices. So at the coalface, that means that we're helping new grads with their clinical reasoning, with their selection of treatment options, and also the coaching them to utilise the philosophy of care, which is a very holistic philosophy for clients. New grads, it's a very safe place to work. We have an enterprise agreement that's Fair Work Australia approved. So we treat our staff very, very well. We want to develop them as people as well as physios. I think working for Back in Motion is also a great thing for a young physio, because you're joining a team, and you're joining a team that places a lot of emphasis on the workplace culture, and that's driven out of the workplace values. So as we get new teams into our clinics, we always want to go and revisit what that means. What are the values that we hold up here that are important, and what are the behaviours that fall out of that. I think for a young person who's doing the journey of a new physio, a lot of responsibility with that. It's not always an easy journey. I think it's great that they can come to work, feel valued, feel connected, and enjoy being a part of an organisation. So for a young physio, we're more than just a physio practice.
In the public sector, we offer such a broad range of experiences, particularly in allocation, where we're offering experiences in cardiothoracics, neurology, musculoskeletal areas. It's a really supportive environment as well. The public sector is structured so that we have seniors in areas that can teach new graduates on the job, face-to-face over the bedside with teaching. A lot of departmental in-services as well, so it's set up as a supportive environment to consolidate the skills that they've learnt at uni, so that they actually get the opportunity to implement them with patients, getting support, getting feedback from seniors, but then also have their own responsibility of being able to manage their own patients on their own caseload. I suppose the difference between us and the private sector is that we do offer a large range of options for them to develop their skills through various rotations. Private hospitals may be a little bit smaller, so may not have the breadth of experience that we can offer.
I don't think a new grad should necessarily think about private or public sector in terms of where they want to work. They should think more about what they want to do in terms of work, the clinical areas they want to get, the experience they want to get. The beauty of the public sector is a lot of the positions as a new grad allow you to rotate, to develop your skills across a broad range of clinical areas, and that is important regardless of where you're going to specialise later in life. It's important to have a broad range of skills and clinical reasoning that allows you to even deal with complex cases. So if you're rotating through a number of clinical areas, you'll learn the musculoskeletal, the orthopaedic, the neuro, the rehabilitative, the cardiorespiratory skills that you need. You'll learn to look for complex cases, and you'll be able to reason through almost any case. So even if you want to go in private practice later, doing a year in the public sector will really help you.
So, under the banner of the Physio Co, we offer the 3 different disciplines of physiotherapy, and I think that's very, very unique this day and age. We're a company that's growing rapidly. We won a big contract with Bupa Aged Care, again, which means that we're in this process of recruitment quite a bit towards the end of the year, as well as early next year as well. We're set apart in a few different ways as well, and that is also setting the right sort of culture in the company. And our CEO and our founder, Tristan White, is obviously a big advocate of that. He's the one that really sets down the right sort of culture, I guess the values that we live by as physios, and everything goes through those values. If we're not doing something correctly, if we're reviewing something, we always take it through those core values. And we live by them every day, and that really shapes us to be more open, to be a better physio, to be more empathetic physio. So it's not just the hands-on work that we try and train our physios for, but our approach and our philosophy, all those sort of things as well, behind treating someone. So it makes you a complete physiotherapist, and we truly sort of work hard with each individual physios to get there. Whatever your needs are, whatever you need to be trained up with, we're there sort of working that out with you and trying to get that done. So that's sort of I don't know if that was a nutshell, but in a nutshell, that's what we are and how we're different, and that's why new grads should really consider us, because as I mentioned, you're getting so many different types of disciplines in physiotherapy under that one banner, and then you can choose to do one of them, you can choose to do all 3 of them. It's really up to you and your skill set and where you want to be, and we're very, very flexible in that as well. Yeah.
Well, PhysX is a private practice which has a very strong ethos of actually helping people. Every physiotherapy student and new graduate wants to actually help people. Okay, our team actually not only want to help, but they want to really excel their career and actually excel themselves as a professional, and then also enjoy themselves while they're at work. So we're very much about a team working together, like any sporting team. The better group of people we get with a common goal that all enjoy being there actually perform really well.
Thank you. I have 3 questions for you. And my first question is, what's my first question?
Your first question. I know your first question. Why choose us as a company? All right.